Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be showing off the new set for Monk, the Innas, which has been completely reworked to be a new set for Season 24 or Patch 2.71. So what it comes down to is with the 6-piece bonus, we gain the passive abilities of the 5 Rune Mystic allies at all times, and also attacking enemies creates your chosen Mystic ally that lasts for 15 seconds and up to 10 Mystic allies. The damage of your Mystic allies is increased by 950% for each Mystic ally you have out. So previously this was a build that was kind of a build that you would be able to buff like all of your skills, it just increased your damage. But now it's all about your Mystic allies. So this is the first build that we have for Monk that's like a pet or a army. It's essentially Mystic ally build, but it's an army of them. So it's really cool. It almost plays kind of like a pet build because they are the ones that will be dealing your damage. In addition to that, there's also another newer thing, which is the Bindings of the Lesser Gods. This makes it so enemies hit by your Cyclone Strike take a huge amount of bonus damage. It goes all the way up to 400% increased damage from your Mystic allies for 5 seconds. Split Fire allies gain 5 times this bonus. So pretty much what it comes down to is Fire is supposed to be what the meta is. However, right now it's kind of up in the air in terms of what the best is. I do plan to make a best of guide for the new Innas Monk. However, right now over on the PTR, we don't have any data for this one specifically. It's just not like rolled in. But I think right now fire and water are going to be primarily the ones that people want to try to use. Although I've seen people actually try to climb with air. Again, going on the leaderboards, if you're just trying to scan by like overall on Monk, it's actually just going to be a previous build, which is Wave of Light. You can even see people using like different builds of Patterns of Justice, which you've already technically seen before. And I wanted to highlight the new Monk set, which essentially is a reworked Innas set. And on top of that, with the new patch of Season 24, we have the new Ethereal weapons, and this is actually going to benefit Monk a lot. You can see these J Talons that we have the legendary ability, which is in the orange, that will grant us Messerschmitts, which is normally a two-handed weapon that we wouldn't be able to combine with like Yugioh as an equip. But now we can do that with, of course, the new Ethereal weapons. Although getting this is going to be quite difficult when the game is live because you cannot roll the legendary powers on it. It's kind of, are you going to get it? So first off, let's go show off some gameplay. Let's do the water build, and then we're going to go do the fire build, which is supposed to probably be the meta build. However, water, it has some weird interaction where it works off of your sheet damage, and anything that you increase will also increase your pets or your Mystic ally. So what we'll do, just so you guys can kind of get an idea, we're doing a 75 GR, which would be the equivalent of Torment 16, and you guys will see how cool this build is, and you guys can kind of see the gameplay. So it has pretty much perma immunity because we should be able to keep up Serenity for the most part, as long as there is some sort of a density. And it could be great for speed farming. We're also running the Amulet Squirts Necklace, which makes us take more damage, but if we just take no damage, then it's always at 100% bonus damage, which is huge. I'm primarily going to be farming the elites though, and I probably will be making a guide once we get some more finite data on like what is the best build to play. But you'll see that there are these little water things that just kind of come out of the ground. That's the Mystic ally. I don't do any damage. I'm just going to be grouping up the enemies, and I'll also try to proc my focus and restraint, although they're dying so fast I can't even get a melee hit in. I should probably bump up the torment difficulty, but this way I can show you guys multiple builds in like one quick video. This way you guys kind of get an idea, as I'm pretty sure for pushing Wave of Light will be way stronger. I mean, in terms of leaderboard, it's already way stronger, I can guarantee that, even though we don't have the data. But the water build will definitely be really fun for like speed T16s, and Monk has always been really fast anyways, right, for clearing out content. And just, it looks cool too, just seeing all these little waves. And if you look on the top right, the mini-map, you can see all those little purple dots. Those are little Mystic allies that are going around. And we're going to get even more Mystic allies when we swap over to the fire one. So you guys can see that one as well. Since we have the emanates of on the follower, we'll have Nemesis Bracers as well. So, and you guys can see my gems right now are not leveled up at all. This is very suboptimal. We're running, I don't even have 3 legendary gems in my gear yet, and this thing just melts. I mean, almost any build in Diablo 3 can pretty much do T16 with relative ease. But if you combine it with the new Ethereal weapons, you're just gonna fly through content. But that was the water build, and right now I think the water build is really cool. I want to also show you guys the fire build. Now I'll mix it up. So we're gonna go do the fire one, and I'm just basically swapping this. It's not too much of a build variation, and I do plan to make a guide. So if you guys do want to see a guide, we'll just do a regular rift, because that way I can actually swap out the rune in the middle of it, as normally you just can't do that. So we'll hop in and I'll show you guys the fire one, as it is different. So with the fire mystic allies, you'll see that there are these little guys that run around, and they're just gonna explode on them, on the enemies. And I like the air one a lot, because this is AI, right? Like, it has to like target the enemy and like walk up to it. But this is the fire one, and more than likely, this one will probably be the meta one, as it's 5 times the bonus of up to 400%. It's probably way too much of a number that you can't skip out on. However, the water one, apparently it works off of your sheet damage. I want to give a shout out to Yugioh, because I didn't actually know about that, as I thought like fire was just going to be way better. But water technically clears up a lot more content faster, so even if they like nerf the water one, it'll still probably be one of the best for doing like T16 speeds. I probably should swap these passives up, but I have to like optimize my rolls over here. But you definitely want Beacon of Utah. But swapping into the different runes, I think Air Ally could be great too. The reason why I like Air Ally is, well, once we get towards an enemy, you'll see like this little aura around them. See it. There we go. That's there we go. Now they're active. So you can see that there's like this little aura around them, and if you just group up all the enemies with your Cyclone Strike, and I'm running the rune that groups up more of them, you'll just see the content just melt fast too. But I like the water one specifically, because that one, it just acts on its own, and it basically gets all of them to hit kind of things that you would normally not be able to hit until you get to the target, if that makes sense, because these ones will kind of stay close by you, but the water one specifically, if we go back to the water ally, when you activate the ability, it just hits everything. Like, they just start going a lot faster, and they kind of have more of their own mindset, if that makes any sense, and that's why I really value the water one, and it just looks one of the coolest. But that's pretty much just going to go sum it up for the monk build. Like I said, in terms of the build goes, I will be making like an in-depth build guide. Normally I make these, but I wanted to give you guys the best stats. And right now on the PTR for the Inez, it's completely blank. What you'd have to do is, it's a nightmare, and I was starting to do it, but there's a lot of weird variations with this. So it's probably better for us to wait till it actually comes out officially. As if you go to the no 6P set, you will see some people currently right now that will be using this stuff, but like you could see, it's like subpar optimization on gems, and it's just like, it's a little bit weird, and there's just probably going to be a lot of different weird variations that end up making on the leaderboard, because perhaps there's not that many people doing it, and on top of that, we have no official list. So I will make a complete build guide for this upcoming new Inna build, but I'm curious to know what you guys think of it if you've played it. I think that it definitely needs a little bit more of a buff. I think the AI needs to just be a little bit faster, although that might not happen. Maybe they'll end up just making the damage numbers a little bit higher so it can match some of the other builds like the Wave of Light Monk. But anyways, guys, that's going to go ahead and wrap up this video. Let me know, guys, what you think of it. And on top of that, since these new Ethereal weapons just came out, if you guys want to see the effects of all of them, it will also be pinned down below, as these are going to be a super rare item that is only available in Season 24 and in no other season. They're not going to be rolling over. At least that's the announcement as of right now. But anyways, take care, guys, and if you guys are new here and do want to be up to date on more Diablo builds, as like I said, hopefully within the next few days they'll fix the leaderboards for the Innas, and I'll give you guys like the best build for it. And if you are new here and you do want to see that, hit subscribe, turn the bell, and you'll definitely see more very soon. But take care, and check out the videos in the pinned comments. We actually have gameplay of the new Demon Hunter build with just rolling through content with bolos with the new ancient ethereal weapons. They're huge for certain classes, and what's cool with the monk one is you are actually able to not only have certain things like flying dragon potentially in your cube and have measurements. This is huge, and you can have Yugioh. Like, you can have all these other combinations that you wouldn't normally be able to have, and that's one thing that's cool with the newest season 24 or patch 2.71. but technically you will have to play the new season to get this. So anyways, thanks for tuning, guys, and I'll catch you on the next video. Have a good one. I'm signing out. Peace.